Welcome back. Well, 26,058 is currently where the Nifty is at, up around half odd percent. We have the mid-cap index, which is up around 0.4% as well. Well, let's talk about one particular company, Cohance Life Sciences, which is down around 10 odd percent, or was around 10% lower in, early trade. The stock should come up for you. Now, the reason why the stock has been in focus since last evening is because the MD of the company, Mr. V. Prasad Raju, has resigned for personal reasons, and there was a conference call which was held by the management at around 8 p.m. last night to talk more about the development. But we do have with us Mr. Vivek Sharma, who's the executive chairman of the company, to discuss a little more about this. Mr. Sharma, thank you very much for joining in. I'm sure it's a very busy day where you're fielding a lot of calls with regards to this particular piece of news. So just take us through it. The MD has resigned, and this is not the first resignation we've seen in the company in the past few months. You had your CEO resign in the month of July as well. Just tell us, what's the reason?
Yeah, hi, Ekta. Thanks for having me. So Dr. Prasada decided to resign for his personal reasons, and then the board has accepted his resignation, and he will be with us to serve his notice period and slightly longer than that to continue to make sure that, we are transitioning everything the right way. However, as you know, the company is evolving and moving to a tech-driven CDMO. And as part of that, we have been upgrading talent, and we have restructured the company into 3 verticals: CDMO, API Plus, and Specialty Chem. And all these 3 verticals, we've hired new CEOs in the last 6 to 9 months or so. So as a new organization, we are a platform company, combination of 6 different unique companies that have come together to create this unique platform with a commitment to be $1 billion revenue company by 2030. We've been adding a lot of talent. We've been restructuring the company. We are excited, I think, about the potential that it holds, and we're committed to really work on making sure that our customers and investors are taken care of through the efforts that we are putting together.
Okay, so you're not going to be hiring a new MD then?
That's right. So we are restructuring the company as we announced with the analysts yesterday. With the changes, we have hired 3 new CEOs over the last 9 months or so. These verticals, these 3 CEOs will report directly to me, along with functions of HR and finance. We are creating a new position of COO who will help us at platform levels with operations, including supply chain, EHS, and other functions that are important for the business, while the CEOs will be independently responsible for end-to-end P&L for their businesses. So yes, we are not hiring a new MD or CEO to replace Mr. Prasada.
Right. What kind of improvement in metrics do you expect due to this change in management structure? Because now there will be CEOs for each departments that you're talking about. What, according to you, could be the benefits on revenue and efficiency?
So I think there are 2 or 3 things, in terms of benefits. One is that complete end-to-end ownership, including front-end facing and commercial teams. So, we cater to, while we support pharma companies and, companies, but the buying segment is slightly different. So expectation is that a pipeline should increase. If you're really asking for a specific metrics, our brand name should get out more, and then we should see more visibility and more integration with customer. Our pipeline on product should increase from an API and formulation perspective, and the same thing with the ag chem. The people that we have hired are industry experts. All 3 of them have 20 plus years of experience in the industry. So, and they have built their commercial teams as well, right? So we are excited about the potential from a customer perspective that all 3 of them bring, in addition to the operational background that they have.
Sure. Sir, what is it in terms of any impact that you've seen coming in on the business, or maybe discussions with clients, given that, these changes have come in the recent times in the last year, 2025, maybe a couple of changes. So, because of that, any impact over there? And what was the strategy, to actually why? Breaking up into 3 segments, CDMO, API, as well as specialty chemicals.
That's right. So I think few things, if you look at the journey, Cohance as a company did not exist 5.5 years ago, right? This is a new platform that has been built, started with APIs, got into CDMO, and then from CDMOs also into tech-driven CDMOs. And as we are evolving, as we are moving upscale, as we are moving, we need talent at different levels to help us accomplish the vision that we have set out for the investors and customers, right? And the new hires, they come with very unique experience into the segments that we aspire to really grow. So we really need to bring in industry experts that can help us achieve that. And that's why we have focused on different segments. And while we have these individuals, we have also segregated operations in a way that there is complete ownership and accountability of these individuals so that they can go with full speed, full direction to really go and create value for shareholders as well as for our customers, right? And because the nature of business is slightly different from a customer, one is a product business, one is a service business, right? You need a different mindset and different people. And that's why the differentiation, so that we bring in more focus and energy to accomplish our goals.
Sure, that point is taken, Mr. Sharma. But, I'm sure your clients must be having a couple of questions as well because of maybe the little bit of instability that they've probably faced because of all of these changes. Has it impacted business on the ground at all? Have you communicated about these changes to all of your clients? Has the communication been widened? And if you could just give us a sense in terms of what your client apprehensions could be right now.
Sure. So I think, listen, two things. The pieces of the companies has been existent for 2-3 decades, actually. And there are customers in our setup that have been with us for 30 or so years, while most of the employees have not been here that long. But the customer has been committed because they have seen continuity, they have seen quality, they have seen, the delivery from the organization. As we are talking right now, we have a very large event going on in Europe, CPHI, where our CDMO business and the API teams are all there, and they're meeting customers face to face and discussing with the customers. With the change in structure with the 3 CEOs, we had already moved the customer relationships and the customer connects to these individuals in the last 6 to 9 months. So from a direct contact perspective, there is minimal impact on customer connect because the relationship was being handled by these 3 CEOs. And as part of a strategy, as part of our monthly, weekly, quarterly calls with customer, we keep them updated on the direction we are taking. So it should not come as a surprise because they were dealing with the people that they're dealing. They are there and they're meeting face to face in this event, CPHI in Frankfurt right now.
Okay, all right, Mr. Sharma. Well, we are definitely going to extend this conversation when you do come out with your numbers later on in the month of November. But thank you very much for joining in and wish you luck with all of the managerial changes which you have taken place, which has taken place at Cohance Life. That's stock down around 8% at this point in time. We'll take a short break, but a quick note for our viewers. If you'd like to access expert-driven insights and actionable chart patterns, simply scan the QR code on your screen and subscribe to Money Control Super Pro and get daily expert calls, actionable charts and insights to power all your investing decisions. Plus, this festive season, there's more reason to celebrate 10 lucky subscribers. Every day win 1 gram of gold. So don't wait, scan, subscribe and make your portfolio shine brighter with Super Pro.